the damage potential on throwing axes, like the Francisca wielded by the Francisca hairband, is awesome because it has 100 armor piercing damage, and you can't see this on the unit card, but it has a 25 bonus against infantry. That means that each hit is guaranteed unless it's blocked by a shield. Each hit is going to do 125 damage. So what I've done here is I have noticed that they seem to underperform compared to what they should, considering their damage potential. So there is a trajectory and an accuracy issue with the axes of the Francisca. So I wanted to see if I could alleviate some of this by putting them very close to an enemy unit. Of course, this wouldn't really be feasible or even possible in a battle situation, but just look at what happens to the Huskarls here when the Francisca are able to throw their javelin, their axes up front. So all of the axes are thrown, and 94 kills. That is impressive, to say the least. Now, let's see how many kills they get if they run into range. They run in, they throw their Francisca, or Francisca, or however you want to pronounce it. Let's see how they do if they throw the Francisca from extreme range. Well, it's going to be more of a medium range, I guess. Yeah, medium range. Or a bit undecisive here. It's going to be extreme range. I've thrown all my Francisca and 61 kills. So, dead close, 94 kills. Extreme range, 61 kills. But this was when stationary. So let's see what happens if I run in and throw them. If that affects anything either way. So I'm going to run in, throw, and run back again and throw. So this would be like throwing precursors on the charge. First hit. Yep, 25 kills. And second, so 51 kills. So I'm actually getting less kills here. This might be a range issue, but 61, 51 and 94 kills. So no question about it, it's much more effective the closer you are. You can see by the men remaining here, 26, 60, 69. Very substantial difference in the amount of kills done, purely because of the range the axes are thrown from. So I believe we're going to reorient our lines a bit. Yep. Move up to the corpses of the fallen Hetaerea. Oh, these are not Hetaerea, these are Huskarls, of course. Done a lot of testing with Hetaerea, so gets a bit confusing sometimes. Just reorienting the lines a bit. So I'm going to run in and throw the Francisca, and wasn't timed perfectly here, but this just illustrates the issue. You throw one volley, and then the Huskarls just absolutely destroy the Francisca. They basically weren't able to kill anything on the charge against Husqvarna. On the Husqvarna, they are cheaper than the Francisca, so even though they're able to throw their precursors, it's just not going to happen for the Francisca hairband. And here I'm going to try a denser formation to see if that affects how many kills I get, and to see if it affects how many axes are thrown on the charge. So let's see here. Yeah, about the same, about 50% ammo remaining, so they did manage to throw their axes. They did about the same amount of damage. But to sum this up, the closer you can throw your Francisca from, the better it's going to be, the worse it's going to be for your enemy, because these axes are very inaccurate. And if a unit is running towards you, you might also see that a lot of the axes just go flying above the unit, but accuracy is very, very poor on the Francisca hairband. So if you can get in really, really close and fire into the unshielded side, you're going to be able to destroy units, but the problem is getting there and not getting charged. Strength and honor.